every single time, I seem to always forget to change the starting animation thing I have. I have two of them. I have the one for the Bloodborne streams and then one for these streams. And every single time I forget to check that. I think I checked everything else, hopefully. I hope everything else works. That's the one thing I always forget. I think it's happened like 3 times now. I will try my best to remember for the next Bloodborne stream. Remember to change that back. Yeah. But hello. Today is somewhat of a hectic stream because I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to go over, and I'm somewhat tired. Right now it is midnight here in Finland, which is great. Yeah, it's been a pretty long day. I sort of planned to... I had a lot of plans, and then those plans went wrong. And here we are. I wanted to stream way earlier, but then things kind of happened, and now we're here. But it's fine. It's okay. I don't really need to like wake up early tomorrow. You know, it's the weekend. I can do whatever. So it's okay. It's just I'm kind of, tired. I guess I need to like really think about where I start and what I talk about first and everything, because there's like so much to go over. I guess first things first, I want to do this. Normally for these streams I always just like have water that I drink, but this time I noticed there was a lone can of Coca-Cola Zero in my fridge, so we're gonna be drinking that. I hope the microphone like correctly picked that up and it didn't like cut off weirdly. It might have cut off weirdly because I have noise gates and things that could cause complications. Hopefully it didn't. And speaking of that, actually, I need to do an audio check, see from my phone if everything looks right. First, YouTube will throw an ad at me. It's great. I guess my fault for putting ads on these streams. I don't have many. I only have like the default option that YouTube gives me. I mean, most of you have ad blocks, so it doesn't matter. Speaking of that, actually, I need to check. Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay. Things are working. Nice. Where do we go from here? I guess I could start with the sort of the number. The number up there. The reason why there hasn't been a Pokemon stream in a while is because last time... I should probably start doing encounters already. I'm wasting time. Last time... Oh no. There's an issue. I guess if I changed my hotkey that I use for doing encounters, but it also... Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. That is too complicated for me to explain, but there's a small issue with my hotkey. Well, it's fine. Should be okay. That's -1. Put too many there. Yeah, so the number is 8,000, and that's because last stream that I did of shiny hunting, I promised, somewhat stupidly, that I would be at 8,000 this stream. So that took a while because I've been really lazy with encounters overall. But I really wanted to get to 8,000, and now I'm here. I definitely I kind of decided that I wanted to do a Pokemon stream soon. So then I had to kind of do a bunch of encounters because I didn't want to like break my promise. So yeah, the past week I've been doing a lot of encounters basically. But we're at 8,000 now, and soon this stream will be hitting the odds. 8,192, I think. I hope that's it. We'll probably add in like an extra 8 just to make it an even 8,200. So that's where we'll be ending the stream. And in that time, I'll try to go over all of the many topics that I have prepared here. Again, what should I start with? Someone in chat. Hello, Medi. Spindles are pretty funky little dudes, I agree. I guess this would be a good place to start. I have 77 hours. Yeah, I don't remember the number I had at the end of the last stream, but it was not that. It was probably like in the 40s or something, maybe even less. Yeah, and I think my Pokédex is also higher now than it was back then. I've done a good bunch of things since the last stream. Can I show it from here? No, I cannot. Okay. No wait, I can. I'm dumb. Here. This one. There's a thing here. Yeah. It's a ribbon. I did a contest off stream. I recorded everything, so that's going in the video that eventually happens of this playthrough, part 2. I'm gonna include that there. Yeah, I had like a whole thing that I did with the contest. It was quite a lot, but I don't want to spoil what happened, so yeah, you'll see in the video once it comes out. But I have a ribbon now, the first one of this playthrough. That's one thing. And now I think after getting that ribbon, I have now done everything that I wanted to do during this Spinda or Route 113 shiny hunt. So now it would be like a really, really nice time to get this shiny. I would be like really happy. Which actually, yeah, that reminds me. I got the last suit purchase thing, where basically like you walk around here and you gather a suit from walking around in the grass, and then you can use that to buy stuff from the guy in the house. I have now bought everything. I have nothing left to buy from him. So yeah, at the end there I was like going through the tiles in order. You know, I was purposefully only stepping in new ones to gather as much loot as possible while doing encounters. But now that I have everything, I can just run around wherever, and it makes shiny hunting a bit nicer, I think. Another thing was the berries. Where are they? Yeah, these are the berries. I don't know, you can tell from the names, but yeah, these are all berries. As you can see, I have quite a lot of them. For a while there, what I used to do, I've talked about this in previous streams as well. What I used to do is like whenever I would begin shiny hunting or stop shiny hunting, I would go, you know, water the berries, plant new ones, whatnot, and then I just like gathered a fuck ton of them. At this point, I feel like I have enough of them. I don't need to do any more for now, so I'm just strictly focusing on shiny hunting for now. Yeah, and I think regarding this game, I'm pretty sure that's everything. I think it was a very sudden change in the OST. But yeah, I have changed the microphone settings quite a lot since the last stream, and I did like one small audio test. So the audio levels might not be perfect, like the OST or the music might be a little bit too loud or a little bit too quiet, I don't know. Should be good enough. It should be somewhere around correct, so it's fine. But yeah, where should I go from there? It's already been 10 minutes. That was just one thing right there. These shiny hunting streams are basically, you know how like some, well, most VTubers, they have like chatting streams that they do, like Satsudans or whatever they're called. These are like my chatting streams, basically, because there's not really a whole lot to comment on in the game, so I just kind of talk about things for the whole stream, and then, you know, when I'm playing like Bloodborne or something, I don't really have as much time to talk about. I do talk about some things here and there, but it's mostly about the game and interacting with chat. Speaking of that, Hunter, hello. Have you watched the Mario movie? I have not. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I've heard pretty good things about it. I'll consider it maybe. I don't think I'll go to like the theaters to see it. If it, comes out on like streaming platforms and whatever, I'll probably check it out then. But yeah, actually, today I did go see a movie, but not the Mario movie. I went to see Suzume no Tojimari. It was very good. Very, very good movie. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about the movie a whole lot. I kind of considered like one of the reasons why I wanted to stream today was because I knew I was going to go see the movie. So I thought it would be nice to like talk about it a little bit. Maybe we'll do that later. I feel like there are some other things that I might want to go over first though. One thing with the new kind of mic setup that I have, I think it was probably the 5th or 6th Bloodborne stream where I sort of changed my like microphone things, settings, everything. I'm pretty happy with how they are right now. Basically what it comes down to, I'm not gonna explain all the technical things because I know that's boring. What's happened to the OST? I need to go through them and check that there's not any that like end abruptly like that. That's pretty annoying. But yeah, with the microphone, for the longest time I had it so that it was like not very sensitive and it didn't like pick up my voice sometimes, but in return it only picked up my voice. It didn't pick out like as much background noise. Whereas now it picks up pretty much all of the background noise, but then it also picks up all of my voice, you know? Microphone is more or less sensitive now. I don't even know which one it is, but it picks up more stuff now, right? Which I think, from what I've seen and or heard so far, sounds a lot better. I'm pretty happy with it. But it does mean that you can hear all of the chair creaks and things like that of the mouse clicks. Yeah. It should be okay. I guess speaking of mouse clicks, very, very good segue there. I got a new mouse. I have had the exact same mouse since 2016, or might have been 2015. I had the Logitech G502. It had some kind of like other name as well at the end. It was like the RGB variant. I don't know what kind of fancy name they had for it, but yeah, it was very good. I really liked it. It was a very good mouse. But, it's like I've had it in use for like 6 years. So it was pretty damn beat down. It was starting to have issues with, I think the middle click stopped working somewhat. It was like really inconsistent. And sometimes when I would press like the backward button, like the go back a page, it would go back 2 pages, which was pretty annoying. And it was also really like the bottom of the mouse, like the mouse feet, were really messed up, and it was not very pleasant to use. So I kind of bit the bullet recently and got a new mouse. It's the does it have the it does have the name at the bottom. I don't even remember. It's a Razer Basilisk V3 version 3. I did a little bit of research on what mouse to get. Not as much as I probably should have. But this one, it's been really nice. I like it. It's very similar to the one that I had previously. It was only like 60 euros. And I think the only problem I somewhat have with it is that it is wired. I sort of wanted to get a wireless mouse. But then I looked at the prices, and all of the good wireless mouse mice are really, really expensive. They're like really fucking expensive. So yeah, sounds like an expensive mouse. I mean, it's I would say it's pretty much like middle range for a mouse. I think like the really cheap mice are like 30, and then the really expensive ones are like 150. So this one was 60. It's like around middle or so. But so far I've been really happy with it. It's nice. I also got a new mouse pad with it. I wanted to get like a mouse pad that also covers the keyboard. So I don't know what these are called. It's like a wide mouse pad. But I accidentally got one that's like way too big. Like it's way too fucking big. It covers like my entire desk, and I have like no use for half of the mouse or mouse pad. Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, it works. It works, and it was like, it was the cheapest one they had, and it has like no logo on it. So I was like, yeah, that works. And I didn't really even look at like the exact size. Yeah, it's pretty big, but it works. I definitely needed to get a new one because the one I had before it was supposed to be a temporary mousepad, but then I just kind of never bothered getting a new one, and I ended up using it for like 2 years. So, especially that's like really bad because mousepads are like not very expensive, so I had no excuse for that. Wonder if it would be possible to do encounters while like standing still like that. Like this. I guess so. For repels, that could be pretty useful. You wouldn't like using repels. Because I don't think that counts as a step. I think it's like only like this is a step, but this is just turning around. That could be good. I thought about doing a repel shiny hunt at some point. That could be pretty cool. But I realized a certain issue with it, which is that repels are expensive. So I would run out of them. Of course, what I could do is save the game, do encounters, and then quit the game without saving if I don't get the shiny. But then, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of like tracking all of my time in this playthrough, you know, seeing like the 77 hours. But then also, I didn't track any of the time that I spent shiny hunting Trico. I don't know if it matters, but I think it would be cool to be able to like look at the end of the playthrough, look at the hours and see that it's like 99999. That would be neat. I think the last stream and overall in these streams, my prediction for Pinda or this shiny was 5,000. I think I said that it would be around the 5,000 mark. So that didn't happen. But I'm fine. I'm honestly, right now I don't feel bad about hitting odds. And I think I could go like another 10k pretty much fine. Because I've been doing so much stuff on the side while shiny hunting, like in the game. I did the contest stuff, been growing berries, I got all the suit for like all the items. I've been leveling a ton of Pokemon with the EXP share and the Skarmories. So it hasn't really felt like the same as the Trico shiny hunt where I was only doing shiny hunting. So I'm not really very like bored of this yet. I don't know. Maybe my opinion will change at like 15k. If we go there. I hope we don't. The only real issue with going like another 10k would be that then the next video would take like a year to come out. I would prefer to continue like the playthrough. Which actually that's another good segue into future plans regarding videos and whatnot. Pretty much the way I've now set up things, I did a ton of thinking about what I want to do with the playthrough and everything. And what I decided is that I have enough stuff that I've done during this hunt that I could make an entire video just about this shiny hunt and everything I've gotten up to here. So I think part 2 is just going to be literally like this shiny hunt and everything I've done. And of course I want the video to end at me getting the shiny, so once I get the shiny I'm gonna start working on the video, basically. And then part 2 is gonna, you know, be that. Hello Ymir, how goes the hunting? Pretty well, pretty nice. About to hit odds in 140. About. I actually saw on Twitter you were streaming shiny hunting as well. It's Pokemon Sword, I think. I didn't have time to check out the stream, but how did that go? I've been overall seeing you've posted a lot of shinies on Twitter. I think those were from Scarlet, though, I think. Or Violet. I don't remember which one you had. Seen some lately. I don't know what it is, but I've seen some really wacky spinda patterns, and it's making me really hopeful that if I get the spinda, it's gonna be some really cool pattern. Oh, Sword Badge Quest. That's interesting. Shiny Wooloo. Okay. Badge Quest seems pretty cool. I should consider doing one of those one day. I mean, I'm doing like I guess a pseudo badge quest, but I'm not doing one for each badge, obviously. But I'm doing like, you know, stopping throughout the playthrough to do shiny hunts. So I guess it's sort of the same idea. Yeah, I've seen, what's his name? Absol blogs Pokemon. I've seen their videos on like badge quests and they seems really cool. Honestly, it's a real problem that I constantly think about different things I want to do in like different Pokemon games, but I don't know if I should really be starting anything new while I'm, you know, still doing this Pokemon Sapphire thing. Just recently I kind of feel like wanting to play Gen 6, so I haven't played it in a while. And I think if I did anything Gen 6 related, it would probably be entirely like off stream. I don't think I would make a video about it either, because I don't have a way to capture 3DS, so yeah, I would probably just, you know, do it entirely off stream. It's kind of, I've been thinking about this. I don't really do, I mean, I do some things off stream, like video games, but a lot of the stuff I play is now just on stream, because if I'm gonna play something, I might as well stream it, so yeah. I guess that could be like a nice off-stream game. Like on stream I play Pokemon Sapphire and then off stream I play Pokemon Y or something. I think at one point I heard talk of some kind of custom firmware way of getting 3DS footage. But I don't think it was very good back then. Maybe that has like gotten better. I don't know. Because the PSP capture thing that I tweeted about, that one, I don't know how it works. I genuinely have no clue how it works. Because it feels like magic. Literally you just plug the USB cable. I think it's like a micro USB. Plug it in the PSP, then you open this software on your PC, and then it just like gets the footage. And I don't know how that works. I feel like for that to work, Sony would have needed to include some kind of way for it to like stream footage through USB. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think the 3DS is capable of anything like that. So yeah. I assume the only way to really get 3DS footage would be through like getting an actual 3DS capture card, which from what I've seen is extremely expensive and annoying. With this DS capture card, I could do this like DIY very nicely. It was a very fun project looking back on it. It wasn't too bad. But the 3DS, from what I've seen, it is a lot more involved. I would probably need to like send my 3DS to a modder to have them do it. Yeah, I get you. I think it's good to have stuff you can enjoy without any pressure to make content for it. Yeah. Yep. Of your Nuzlocke. Thank you. Although I don't really do any Nuzlocke anymore, but you know. It's sort of weird watching those videos now, because I definitely feel like my videos have changed a lot since then. But I mean, you know, I don't think the old Nuzlocke videos are very good. But I mean, I have a lot of like memories with them and such, so I do like them still, in a way. Yeah, previously I was talking about future plans on videos and whatnot. So I guess I should sort of return to that topic here. Have you got any other shiny while hunting for Spinda? No. I'm sort of hunting for Spinda and sort of just hunting for like anything. I would say Spinda is my main target, but if I get like a Skarmory or a Sandshrew, then I'll end it there and, you know, take what I can. So yeah. About the future videos and whatnot. Right now, I have been slowly picking away at the Bloodborne video. It's going to be a pretty big video, and it's already having some challenges that it is showing me. There's editing stream highlights is sometimes really chill and then sometimes just not very fun. And Premiere has also been doing some weird things, the editing software. As I tweeted about it like, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. But it was like the Premiere UI, like the user interface was like shaking. Like it was shaking. I don't know how, but it was doing that. It somehow it manages to always come up with something fun for me. But I did manage to fix it actually. It was I think it was caused by some kind of thing with my capture card, not capture card, graphics card. Yeah, but I managed to fix that. But yeah, but I've been editing that, and that's gonna be a video at some point. So that's I think the next thing. You gotta clickbait the next the shiny Spinda video. Here's how I got one. Oh, that would be very good. I've been thinking about what I want to do with that, and I think my master plan is that I'm gonna make like Sapphire Part 2, which is gonna end with me getting the shiny Spinda, and then I'm probably gonna like separately upload a YouTube short that is like the reaction to the shiny Spinda. I'm really hoping that I get the reaction to the Spinda. Because with the Trico, I wasn't on my PC when I got it, so I wasn't recording it. I'm hoping to get it here on stream, or whenever I'm off stream, I've been using the DS capture card, and I've been like recording, so yeah. Hopefully I can get it. I don't know what kind of reaction I'm gonna have to it, honestly. I don't know if I sometimes have like pretty excited reactions to things, but I feel like a lot of the time I'm also kinda subdued. I don't know. I guess that's part of the fun. You never really know how it's gonna go. Hello, Eve Mr. L. I hope that's how you pronounce that. But yeah, the Bloodborne video is happening at some point, and then I'm gonna make a separate video about the Chalice dungeons, which I'm hoping to finish the Bloodborne playthrough next month, at the very least. Like I would like to have it done by June, basically, so I can move on to something else. That playthrough, I started it in January, and I'm still on it. It's taken quite a lot of streams, and I've also been like not streaming all the time, so been sort of slow, but yeah, it's coming along. And then after the Bloodborne video, I'm probably... It depends on, like, if I get the Spinda right now, then the next video is gonna be Sapphire Part 2. But if not, then I'm probably gonna do the Chalice Dungeons video next. Which is basically like Bloodborne Part 2, I guess. Then from there, I don't know. I don't know. Overall, I'm really excited for my YouTube channel and everything right now, because basically everything, like the most recent video, like the PS2 unboxing thing, which was, I was looking back on that video recently, like I hadn't watched it since uploading it, and I watched it back recently. That was a weird video. Very weird video. I mean, I'm somewhat happy with it, but it's also a pretty weird video. But yeah, that video and like everything before it, up to like the Dark Souls highlight thing, I had been planning all those videos for like probably a year, right? So there was quite a big like backlog of videos that I had been like, you know, working on. But now I don't really have that anymore. Like after Sapphire Part 2, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any specific ideas right now. Well, I have a ton of like vague ideas, but I don't have anything set in stone, which is, I think, pretty exciting. I think I overall have this sort of a vision for what I want to do with the channel, and I'm kind of just slowly working towards that in different ways. I think you've probably already noticed that I've already somewhat changed how I do things a little bit. Some time ago I sort of decided that I want to rather make kind of like bigger, better videos every now and then than try to like upload anywhere near consistently. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with streams and then have like better videos every now and then, you know? And I think I'm overall gonna just try to focus more on streaming, I think. There will still be videos, but I think streaming... I'm currently having more fun with it, I think. And obviously I'm sort of combining the two with like the Pokemon Sapphire stuff. That's like a ton of, you know, recorded sections as well, and scripted sections and things like that. think now is a good time to bust out the Notes app that I have on my phone, where I have a list of all the topics that I'm supposed to talk about. Yes, first we'll go through. I went over the new mouse. I talked about that. One thing that I mentioned last stream, sort of quickly I mentioned it, I don't know if anyone remembers. I talked about the rice. I had been eating more rice recently, and I talked about possibly wanting to get a rice cooker, and I did that. I have a rice cooker now, and it's great. I really like it, it's really good. I've been making like... I used to make a lot more like pasta stuff, and now I'm making a lot more like rice stuff. And it's good. Best part is that I feel like rice stays way better, or it doesn't go as bad in the fridge, like in terms of taste. So I can kind of make rice and then eat it tomorrow as well. A life hack. Then a rice dish tier list. I don't know about that. I don't really make enough things. Like I don't make many different things. I kind of just make the same schlop every single time. But it's good. But yeah, another topic. The Monster Hunter. I think they call it digital event. I think that's the name. I'm just gonna call it the Direct because Nintendo does Directs. That's way easier name to remember. The Monster Hunter Direct thing happened, and there was a new monster, the Amatsu. I think it's the proper name is Amatsu Magatsuchi, I think, but they shortened it because it's way too long of a name. Yeah, that looks fucking cool. I really want to play that. I really want to play Sunbreak, but I haven't played it in 2 months, and right now I'm way too busy with, I mean, overall way too busy, but also too busy with other games. So I think that's something that I might try to do next month. I really want to play Sunbreak, but it's just, yeah, don't have time. That's another option for a game that I could maybe stream. I did the Monster Hunter Rise streams back last summer, I think. Those were pretty fun, so that could be a fun idea. And the last thing I did in Sunbreak was, I think I was, oh yeah, I was supposed to fight the Risen Valstrax, but then I don't know what happened. I kind of stopped right before I was about to fight it. I think I need like 2 more master rank, and then I can fight it. That's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be tough. The most like recent monsters they've added have been like very difficult. They've been kind of troubling. I especially had a lot of trouble with the normal master rank Valstrax, so the Risen variant. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I think I'm gonna, you know, once I get back into it, I need to do some warm up, and then I'm probably gonna do Valstrax. The big problem with Monster Hunter games, honestly, is if you stop playing it, getting back into it is so difficult because you need to do like so much warm up to kind of get back into it. It was the same thing in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Like the next thing I have in Freedom Unite, the next thing I need to do is I think the low rank 6-star final quest, like the urgent, which is Shen Garen. Like what the fuck? How do I like? I can't just like pick up the PSP and fight Shen Garen. That doesn't like work like that. I need to do like 50 warm-up hunts first. So that's why progress has been kind of slow on that. But I've been trying to play it more recently. I think if I can finish Bloodborne next month, then if I finish it like early next month, I probably don't want to get started on anything like big, any kind of new playthrough in May. So that could be like a nice opportunity to maybe stream some Sunbreak. Just kind of like filler streams before I start like the next playthrough or whatever I want to do. So that could be an idea. Everything I've seen of 3 Ultimate looks really, really cool, but the problem is that it's on the Wii U. I don't have a Wii U. I used to have a Wii U, but I don't anymore. And I know there's a 3DS version, but I don't know. I feel like the Wii U version looks way better. If I'm gonna play the game, I would prefer to play the Wii U version. So, I don't know. I think, you know, I already have 2 Monster Hunter games I'm supposed to be playing. Both Freedom Unite and Sunbreak. Maybe after I'm done with one of those, I'll play like 4 Ultimate or something. Well, it's just those games are kind of difficult to be done with, to complete. I mean, I guess I don't need to complete it, but for me, it feels kind of weird to start up like a ton of different games and then not finish them, you know? Yeah, I had a Wii U, and it was weird. I sold it, I think, in 2017, and everyone was selling their Wii U's to buy a Switch. But I didn't even like buy a Switch with it, with like the money I got from it. I just kind of like I wasn't like playing on it anymore or anything. So I was kind of like, let's sell this, I guess. No, I mean, I don't really regret selling it though. Literally the only game I would be interested to play on it would be 3 Ultimate. The only other game that I really missed on it was Mario Kart 8. But I have now that. I now have that on my Switch, so that's fixed as well. I guess now would be a good time as any to talk about what I got up to today. I went to see the Suzume no Tojimari movie. It was very good. Very good. Highly recommend it. Overall, I really like Makoto Shinkai's movies. Like the last 3 he's done, they're very similar movies, but they're all very good. Highly recommend. And while I was waiting for the movie to start, I had some time to kill, and I went to a game store that was nearby the theater, and this was, by the way, this was the premiere of the movie here in Finland. I think in Japan it premiered, I think 5 months ago, which is just great that it takes 5 months for a movie to come here. Yeah, somehow I wasn't spoiled. I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I went to a game store. They had a ton of games, and I actually bought some things. I have where do I have it? I have a photo here. I'm gonna reveal my purchase here. Ta-da! I don't know where should I put this. Let's have it here. You can still see the encounter when it pops up, right? I'm not gonna keep this here for long, but yeah, Pokemon Y and The Last Guardian. Yeah. Sort of a weird combination of games here, but the reason why I bought this is because I just talked about like the Gen 6 thing. I wanted to play that. I already have Pokemon X. I don't have Pokemon Y, and I feel like if I'm gonna replay the game, it'd be cool to like do it on the other copy that I've like never played. And The Last Guardian, I don't really know. It was like it was very cheap, and it's a game that I kind of looked at one point that could be kind of cool. And it was it's new. It's sealed. The sealed copy. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's a very expensive game though. But yeah. They had it, so I was like, let's get that. I'm gonna take the photo away from her. It's kinda in the way. But yeah. I don't think I'm gonna really be playing either of those for a long time. Again, I have way too many games to play. But I have them now, so whenever I do want to play them, I have them. Last Guardian is fun. It got a lot of shit though. Yeah, that was exactly it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's from the same people who did Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. I remember when it came out, I think it was 2016. I heard like a lot of people, they were excited for the game. And then it came out and it was kind of like, people weren't too happy with it. And I think the biggest thing that I heard about it was that it felt like a PS2 game. Which at the time, everyone thought that like that's a bad thing. But thinking about it now, it's like PS2 games are good. I like PS2 games. So the fact that it's like a PS2 game sounds like a positive now. I feel like it might genuinely be like a hidden gem in that way, where people just disliked it because they, it wasn't the type of game they really wanted, I'm not sure though, I haven't even played Shadow of the Colossus, so I really don't know, but there was, some time ago, I looked at like a list of all of the games on the PS4 that are not on PC. And I wanted to make like a comprehensive list of games that I want to get for the PS4 one day. And it was only like 4 games, right? Because there was just pretty much all of the good games are ported to PC. So I just, now I have a list of everything that I will ever need for the PS4. And one of those games was Last Guardian. So yeah, that's one off the list. People complain about the dog controls, but they're kind of awkward on purpose. Yeah. What I've seen of the game visually, it looks really, really cool. I don't think it was a very long game from what I remember, so yeah, would be nice to play that one day. Got a dip here. Hope you have a great stream, dude. Sending all the shiny luck. Thank you. I hope you also get all the shinies that you're hunting. I think I'm getting pretty close here. There's quick math here. 54 more encounters and then we hit odds. Normally I never start streams at midnight, which right now it is almost 1 a.m. Sometimes my streams go past midnight, but I pretty much never start them at midnight. But today, like I talked about, I did a lot of stuff today, so kind of happened to go this way. The problem is that I still have some stuff that I need to do today, so if possible, after the stream I would like to just go to sleep, but I kind of can't. For a little while there, my sleep schedule was looking kind of okay, but I don't think that's gonna last. Do I have any more things? I think that's most of the things that I wanted to talk about. Most of the topics. I think I went over them pretty well here. I didn't talk about some things maybe as much as I could have, but that was somewhat thorough where I went over all the things I had. I mean, I really hope, I really hope that I can get the next video, like the next Sapphire video part 2, done sometime soon. Because, you know, I'm not gonna reveal all the stuff that happened with the contest, because I want to, like, have it in the video as, like, new stuff. But it would be kind of awkward if this takes, like, another 10,000 encounters, and then I still, like, can't talk about the contest I did, like, 5 months ago at this point. I'm hoping that I get the shiny sometime soon. I've been doing a lot of thinking of, like, the shiny hunts in this game. Because in the beginning, I was... what all did I talk about? I think I talked about this one, the shiny hunt. Then I talked about the Kyogre shiny hunt. Regirock was another idea. Rayquaza. Underwater, like the dive spot. I think that's, like, all of the main ones that I talked about. I don't know if I'm gonna do all those, because if I do this playthrough, it's just gonna take, like, years, like multiple, like multiple years, which, I mean, I guess that's not an awful thing, but I don't know, it's already been, like, you know, half a year, and we're not even at, like, the second shiny yet, we'll see. But I mean, Kyogre is an absolute must. I'm gonna do Kyogre because that was the reason why I started this, was because I don't think did I mention this? I probably I can't remember if I included this detail in the video where I first talked about, like, shiny hunting in Pokemon Sapphire, like the DS capture card video, if anyone remembers that. But that what led to all of this, how we got here, is that I remember I just saw some random video where someone got a shiny Kyogre. It might have not even been, like, a video specifically about that, but just someone got a shiny Kyogre in Pokemon Sapphire, and I was like, that looks nice. Shiny Kyogre looks nice in Gen 3. I kind of want to do that, and then now we're here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do shiny Kyogre 100%. The other ones, though, Rayquaza would be really cool, but also Rayquaza is so, like everyone does shiny Rayquaza. It's shiny Rayquaza. It's the really cool shiny, so feels less special because of that. But also it is really cool, so I'm sort of tempted. But yeah, Regirock would be nice, but probably one that I could maybe leave out. Because, I mean, the problem is, if I do Regirock, it would be nice to do the other Regis as well, for the sake of completionism, but that's just way too many shiny hunts right there. So maybe it would be best to just do none of them then. I don't know. Like, I don't even feel too strongly about Regirock, it's just that it would maybe be cool to do one of the Regis, and if I'm gonna do one of them, then it would be Regirock, I guess. I don't know. And then the underwater. Don't know. The underwater does have some pretty cool Pokemon though. A shiny Relicanth would be so unbelievably cool, but it would also be very unlikely. I think it would, more than likely, it would be a Chinchou or a Lamperl. So, I mean, those are cool. Those are very cool as well. But no, not quite as cool. Hello, Ryan. Thank you. Feebas. Yeah. Shiny Milotic is, I think, my favorite shiny, just overall. But it would be number one. I already have a shiny Milotic in Pokemon Sword, which obviously, like, I could, you know, do multiple of the same shiny in just different games, right? But you know, I already have one, so it wouldn't feel as special. And the shiny hunt in this game is very painful from what I've seen, because the fishing mechanics in this game are not great. Well, they're good, but they're for shiny hunting they're not great, because if you, I think the way it works is that you cast the rod and then you have to like do the dot thing, but it can happen like multiple times. Whereas in, I think, Pokemon Fire Red, it like only does it once, I think. So if you want to do like fishing, I think Fire Leaf Green is the best game for that. These games are not that ideal. And it's also Feebas, so it has like the whole Feebas thing, which is that it changes the tile that you can fish it from, which would be sort of annoying, I think. I think if you do normal rod, it's only the first minigame. Maybe. I don't remember how it worked. That could be it. But yeah, I did consider Feebas at one point, but I think it's probably not the best idea. And I'm sort of trying to think of like what shiny huts not to do currently, because I'm either way I'm gonna do Kyogre 100% like I said, and then either Regirock or Breakways, I think one of those two. Yeah, and then maybe the underwater one. But I think it would also be cool to have like different typing shinies. And it doesn't really matter, but it would be cool. So like if I have Kyogre, that's water type. So doing the underwater hunt then would also give me a water type. So maybe I'll leave that one out. Oh, I'm not hunting for a specific pattern. That would be pretty crazy. I wonder. I mean, technically, it's possible that I've seen like two of the same pattern of Spinda already. Very, very unlikely. I mean, obviously, I'm not keeping track of the patterns, so I would have no way of knowing. It's I don't remember how many Spinda there are, but it's a lot. My favorite types of patterns are probably the one that has like the red around the eyes. Probably optimal would be one that has red around its eyes, and then the ones in its ears are like, this one has pretty good like ear dots, like the two on its ears. Those are nicely positioned, but the red on its mouth is kinda weird. I don't really love that. Sort of looks like a weird mustache or like a beard, I don't know. So maybe one's like a bit under the eyes, and like yeah, kind of like the opposite of what they are right now on this one. Something like that would be nice. I think my internet just cut out. What's going on? I wasn't expecting it to do this stream because of the fact that, you know, streaming it with like pretty low settings to begin with. We'll see if it fixes itself. If not, then I don't know. We're so close to hitting the odds here. Would be really lame if I had to end the stream here before I hit the odds. We're like fucking 3 away. We're only 3 away. Do I need to switch to like my phone internet? Because I mean the settings here that I'm using are so low that my phone internet could 100% run it. Oh, that would be annoying to set up. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Wait a second, wait a bit. I'm gonna go to the starting screen. Yeah, I don't know if you can even hear this, but I'm gonna do that. Alright, we're back. That took a lot longer than I wanted it to. I had to change my internet from my actual internet to my phone mobile data. Normally that would be a very, very bad idea, and it could also be a bad idea here. Not discounting that, option here. But the stream bitrate and everything here for the shiny hunting streams is so incredibly low that even my not so great phone internet should be able to handle it, I think. Not for a long time though, so we're gonna see this quickly here. I would have really preferred had this not happened, but you know how it is with the internet. Yeah, let's get through these last 10 encounters here real quick. I'm gonna speedrun this. How long have I been live for? An hour. Interesting. I don't know if it's felt longer than an hour or shorter than an hour. There we are. No shiny. Not really surprised. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting to get the shiny today. I just had a feeling, It's a pretty safe bet to take, but we're still gonna do 8 more, so we can reach the even number. I guess we're doing this kind of rushed here. I'm gonna start doing the ending talks already here while we do these. What do I have to go over here? I guess the main thing actually. Tomorrow, I'm gonna stream Bloodborne tomorrow. As I've talked about, I really want to, end the playthrough sometime soon here, so I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow, and we'll see if I can make some progress. It'll probably be around about the same time. This stream started at midnight, so that one is gonna be at 10 p.m. So just basically, right now it's 1 a.m. here, so whatever the clock is wherever you are 3 hours ago, that's when it's gonna be starting tomorrow, the Bloodborne stream. Yeah. That's the plan. I think that's maybe the only thing I have to go over. Yeah, I mean, I talked about a lot of the other stuff before already. New videos are happening slowly. I'm editing the Bloodborne video, and then I'm either gonna, if I get the shiny, I'm gonna start editing the Sapphire Part 2. If not, then I'm gonna make the Chalice Dungeons video, which is Bloodborne Part 2. And from there, I don't know. That's kind of the current state of things. But in terms of streams, I'm gonna be done with the Bloodborne playthrough probably in the next month or so. And after that, I'll do something else. These shiny hunting streams will probably continue as they have so far. So probably every now and then, maybe once every 1.5 months, once every 2 months, something like that. Yeah, kind of whenever I feel like, I guess. That is it. 8,200. No shiny. Let me walk here so I can get the grass to return. Yeah, nice. That is 78 hours. Yeah. I'm really fucking tired. I'm really tired, but I can't go to sleep yet because I still have things to do. Yeah, I already went over everything, so I don't really need to talk a whole lot here. Next time you get it. Hope so. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It was a pretty pleasant chatting stream, kind of chaotic, but I think that's kind of how it always is. That's kind of my brand, I think. So yeah, see you someday, maybe. Bye.